Congratulations. You are being rescued. Please do not resist.
Welcome, friends, to the Beaver Dam.
This is a beaver. You've probably heard of their dam building and tree cutting. Aside from humans, no other living animal does more to modify its environment for its own purposes. But when? How does the beaver and why does it breed? This is a beaver. So the beaver beaves and the rest of the dam gets built.
Thank you for giving a damn. We have taken our first step toward being the damn dominant top apex predator beaver that we could possibly be, being the top character, the top player in this wonderful game.
How does the beaver and why does it beave?
Thank you for giving a damn. Oh, welcome, friends, to the Beaver Dam, and damn, it's good to be with you guys. Just finishing up my last Rise of the Empire battle that I need to do. Yes, I'm using Ahsoka on my Calcestis team. I didn't have a home for Ahsoka today, so, you know, why not just throw her on the last team that I'm throwing in? I miss Rote. Why do you miss Rote? I don't miss Rote. I hate doing my battles on Rote. If I could make it so I can auto every battle in Rote, I would. Getting closer to PK Hondo? Oh, same. Kind of. Okay. Okay, can't do... I could technically do that one, actually. But I... oh, I'm missing a unit. Who am I missing? Oh, I used Captain Rex somewhere. I will do this tomorrow because we're doing Zepho platoons tomorrow. For the first time since I've gotten Mommy Mandalore, I got the glitch where it takes 2 turns in a row and instantly kills Mommy Mando. Was very surprised. I've never actually had that happen in the entirety of the time that I've owned Mommy Mando. Oh, I need to deploy my GP. This one's supposed to be a 3-star. And I've done all battles. Yep, because that's Wookiees. I don't have a Relic 7 Saw Gerrera right now. Nor do I have, I think, Relic 7. Yeah, I've got like one. Yeah, I have a singular Relic 7 Rebel Fighter. Rebel Fighters is something I'll eventually push up. Eventually. I went in there and I said I was going to deploy, and then I didn't deploy because I'm a silly goose. My last guild was super anal about rote, and like I had to finish a certain amount of waves per rote in my last guild, and so I got into the habit of playing through them, and I need to switch back to just autoing them because I don't enjoy it at all. It was just to stay in my guild, and my new guild does not care at all. Iteration, welcome to the damn community, my friend. Thank you for the subscribe. Complete 10 mod battles. Okay. Like I don't even know like, do I really need all of these? I can do them all, but like I'm doing great on currency. Maybe I'll go through and do these. Yeah, they still haven't assigned me any platoons for like the last 3 days of this. Tomorrow I might steal someone else's platoons just to get that one done. Oh gosh. I'm doing Geo and it's boring to me. I mean, that's fair. Yeah, my PK Hondo. Let's go activate the PK Hondo journey and show off how little I actually have for it. I have Kicks at Relic 3. I have Captain Thano and Quiggled at Gear 12 Vane. I have a 4-star Gear 8 maybe. Silvo 7, Brutus 7, both 4 and 5 stars respectively. So yeah, I'm semi-close, I guess, to PK Hondo. We're getting there. My Hondo Naka's 5-star. Don't worry, you'll get it next year. I will, because there's nothing else to get in the game. Like I'm kind of at that point where I'm gonna get JMK and PK Hondo next year, and then I'll be fully caught up with like the new stuff. Like Afra is the only thing I'm missing, and I'm gonna accidentally unlock Afra just due to the fact that, you know, we're getting all these lightspeed tokens and stuff. You know, grab a lightspeed token for droids that we're getting, the free lightspeed token. That's immediately trip or BT at 7 stars. You know, we're getting this other one that's coming next week, and I can throw that on one of the characters too. Like there's so much in here that I can just throw lightspeed tokens on. So it's going to be super easy to get Afra for free too. Hey, Beaver was wondering if I should go for Great Mothers and transition into Balin or get Quadmay's team. I have 0 progress. Both basic of using multiple GM and new free lightspeed tokens I saved up. How far in is your account, Anarchy? You're almost done with the Balin farm. Very nice death. Got Merrick to R6, the free Kyber token. Then I'll be getting Shin with the free token from the Era store next week. Very nice. 7 Relic Maxwell, Great Gear, Charge, store, they're all Gear 12. Nice. Got 6.3 mil GP. I would go for the Queen's Men. 100%. They're just gonna, they're like, you need the relic levels. Like, you need the mod materials, the relic materials, all the stuff that comes from the Phantom Menace, you definitely need Anarchy. There's a reason I'm spending the Jedi Lightspeed token on the free-to-play account on Qui-Gon. Yeah, no problem, Anarchy. Nice, Marcus. What, you don't want to watch my Inquisitor guide, Marcus? It's only my most watched video by almost 2 times the amount of any of my other videos. I'm trying to think. I think my next highest is at 69,000 views, and my Inquisitor guide's at 110,000, which is insane. Like, Galaxy of Heroes videos do not hit 100,000 views. Like, that's old Arnold numbers for, like, the gas guide kind of thing. That's crazy. Hey, Latte Money. It's good to see you, my friend. What do I have for Quad Bay? For Quad Bay? I think POWs might be more important for Quad Bay specifically. But, POWs also doesn't turn on until you get Quad Bay. And so if you're like you're running an account like my free-to-play, I'm not getting Quad Bay for another couple of years. So throwing it on Master Qui-Gon gets you the Zeta on the Lightspeed token that's actually going to be helpful for my account. Because Master Qui-Gon's, if we go and we look at Padawan Obi-Wan, it's right here. 5% crit chance stacking at max for 50% for each stack of heal over time on him. What team am I throwing him on that gives him heal over time besides Quad May? For each stack of protection over time, once again, what team am I putting him on that has protection over time? There's an active Handmaiden decoy. Padawan Obi-Wan grants her 50% defense. None of that actually matters. Whereas Qui-Gon, at least, says whatever Galactic Republic allies are stunned, they're immune to turn meter reduction and gain defense up for 1 turn. First time anytime Galactic Republic ally, excluding summons, falls below 50% health. If the ally in the leader slot is Galactic Republic, the leader takes a bonus turn. Honestly, I would say this is even better for Quad May as well. Both ways, I think Master Qui-Gon is the apex predator here for Zeta. All Galactic Republic allies gain 25% max health until the end of the encounter. If ally in the leader slot is Queen Amidala, so this portion won't matter. But all of this does matter, and this is some crazy good stuff. This is like essentially like what Jedi Knight Anakin's Zeta does, except for any Galactic Republic team. Bo-Katan Mandalore event sucks. I actually really enjoyed that event. Hondo and RIP candles. SM33, yep, nice. But Merrick used compensation Lightspeed token on Shin. When we get Ericur and see, I'll buy Great Mothers, and we'll buy Morgan after that, which means I'll get Balin since I'm currently gearing Thrawn. Nice, very nice, Alex. Here, you get past the first tier. It's definitely rough, and one of the worst parts about the Bo-Katan Mandalore event is if you go and you watch other people's guides besides mine, like Arnold, you usually go to Arnold first thing, right, for a guide, just because he was the first one to do the event. Arnold, he uses a Relic 9 Keller and Beck. You go and you're like, okay, well, maybe Scribe has a good guide. You go and watch Scribe, and Scribe's also using a Relic 9 Keller and Beck. You can go, I think Bit Dynasty has one. You can go and watch that one. But a lot of Bit Dynasty's guides for like events are going to be like, oh yeah, here's some insane modding to do for it. And it's the same thing with Zareth Prevails. It's just the mods are just absolutely insane. He's like, I suggest these secondaries. And it's like, dude, I don't have time in my life to care about the secondaries on mods. Is Peter right cheer of GLA event? Yeah, but like that's not gonna help almost anyone. Shack Dag. Like that'll help for endgame players, but that's not what we're worried about. None of us really care about the Lightspeed tokens that much in mid-game to endgame players. Like, it's helpful, sure, but like the thing that we're worried about is like the free to play in an early mid game area, where it's like this is something that's huge to our accounts and we're completely locked out. Yeah, the Bo-Katan Mandalore event feels so much like it's just a Zeta check. Did you have the Zetas to spend on this character? That's all it is. Okay, let's go ahead and get you guys started on the Discord for roster reviews. I should probably go and actually do my my quests for this. I honestly haven't done any of them at all. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, when it comes to roster reviews, the way that we do them is if you want a free roster review, best way to do it is to go to the Discord. If you want to jump the line, it is $5 USD in a super chat, or if you're a $10 member, you can just tell me, hey, I'm a $10 member, I'll double check, and then you'll jump the line and your first priority even above super chats. I'm going to go to the Discord portion where we do roster reviews, and I put in a message saying roster reviews live now, and then as soon as that's in, anyone that messages after that, they will just go top to bottom essentially. So and we're passing the savings on to you. Imperial troopers with any version of Hera present. Interesting Death Destroyer world. Very interesting. What's a $10 member? It's 3 tiers under what you are, Great One. To give context, it's the damn awesome membership. So there's damn cool, there's damn awesome, there's damn amazing, and then there's the damn best. Oh, that was rude. I'm gonna tell Mom you did that. Yes, Shack Dad, yes it is. Which is mostly just like a meme. I might lose? Oh no. How many was that in one go? That felt like more than that. Did it go up at all? Because I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. That felt like more. We have a Harrison Dula right here. Yes, great one. It's like it's for fun. It's not really there like where I'm like, ah, yes, I think that I am deserving of this $100 for what you're getting out of this. It's for fun. If someone wants to support the channel, they can purchase the $100 membership, but it's not necessarily like, you know, the most amazing value. If I did more membership stuff, then yes, but I don't have time in my life to do the insane amount of membership stuff. Double it and make it 200. Oh gosh. We'll add in we'll add into the membership that you get like I don't know, a one-on-one talk with me for 30 minutes about whatever. Or like a one-on-one like lore dump from Star Wars, and I just have to prepare a PowerPoint, and anyone that has a $100 membership gets to sit in on my 30-minute PowerPoint about something lore related in Star Wars. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm killing a lot more than 11 people. Maybe I'm crazy. But that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Imperial Troopers. Plus another 1, 2, 3. Okay, these ones aren't Imperial Troopers, that's fair. So that's 9 Imperial Troopers so far. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 14 Imperial Troopers. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Bobo. I think that would be like a $500 tier. I was joking with Vexatron the other day that we're working on a sexy Vexy body pillow. Maybe I'll send that to all of the $500 members. We'll get merch for a Vexatron body pillow. Oh gosh. I love SR2, 2 colors, 2 mods going 20 to 26 and 21 to 27. Heck yeah, dude. One-on-one talk with you for 30 seconds. We won the race to 85. We did win the race to 85 by 9 minutes, if I recall. Like, it was very close. Extremely close, which I need to reach out to Matt and see what he wants to do about it. I figured we'd wait until after the holidays in general, just because the holidays are busy for everyone. But yeah. Happy to do a maid outfit stream for his $100 members. Dude, the weirdest part about suggesting that Death Destroyer Worlds is that I only have one damn best member right now. And so it would literally be me streaming to one dude wearing a maid costume. Oh gosh. That's Troopers on Breaks thing. I'm not gonna do a Leia costume. If I come up with something else, then maybe. But like, Leia costume's already been done, and it needs to be something new. Maybe I'll do a. I'll dress up as an Ahsoka, you know. I'll make the head tails out of like paper mache. Defeat 100 enemies with rebels. Well, We could just do the same thing we just were doing. Member has to hear Beaver give a full in-depth talk about entire lore of Star Wars canon and legends. Oh my gosh, this guy has tried, or this bot has tried 3 times to post in my chat on Twitch. I have never seen a bot try 3 times before. That's wild. What about a Mommy Mandalore costume? I mean, I would be down for that. Another Mandalorian armor set? Absolutely, I'd be down to make that. Beaver in a beaver costume? I'd be down for that too, honestly. I think that'd be hilarious. I should do a stream where I dress up as a beaver and we play Timberborn. Timberborn is a city builder where you're a bunch of beavers building a dam, which is amazing. I need to buy the game. I've never played it before, and so I think that would be beautiful. Hey, GamerX, welcome, welcome. Yeah, Con Warlock, I already have it in here. Where are we starting roster reviews? As soon as I get this Lightspeed token. Sorry, I just started working on the Lightspeed token because I was like sitting here waiting for people to sign up, and then everyone's kind of signed up at this point. Okay, here we go. Looks like first on our list is going to be Tamoy. Or Tammy. I don't remember what stream that was. That was forever ago that you said just call me Tammy because I was like stumbling over your name. And then I've just continued to call you Tamoy ever since. Like, I feel like that was over a year ago. I'm just now remembering it. What's your name? Army. I don't know what your name is in here, so I couldn't tell you where you are. Oh, it is Army. Oh, there it is. You are... Death is number 4, and Army is number 7, it looks like. When's the next Damathon? We talked about it today, actually, on stream. We're going to wait till January because it's the holidays, you know, we're all buying Christmas presents and that kind of stuff. We'll wait till January, and we're going to do it to try and fund a trip to Disneyland. And then we'll make some content at Galaxy's Edge because I've never been able to go. I mean, you guys can change your ats on YouTube. It'll have some like restrictions, like, you know, you can't have the same thing as someone else, but you guys can certainly change your ats to what your names used to be, because it sounds like this is going to be a permanent thing on YouTube from now on, which is silly in my opinion. What number would you be? I don't know. Is your name the same thing in Discord? You're somewhere in there if you put it in. Does that help? I hope that helps. Yes, I'm doing anniversary quests. To get a roster review, go to the Discord, type !Discord into the chat, with no spaces, and it'll pop up with a Discord link. And
Brothers
then
will
you
do
can
fine.
sign up for a free
814 by 273 x 494. I want to be first. Which characters should I focus on getting higher relics?
Okay, sounds good, Bobo. You will be first, my friend. Bobo, aren't you one of our $10 members? I think you could have just asked. I could be wrong, though. I have to go check. His real name's Francis. He got Ajax from a soap. I don't believe so, Armin. Baba, what's your name in Discord? Yeah, you're just the damn cool membership. I understood that Deadpool reference. Hey, I understood that Captain America reference. Fair enough, Army. I should meet you there. Oh, you mean at Disneyland? Yeah, I mean, if anyone's in the area and wants to meet up at Disneyland, I'm down to do it. See, now I have no idea who you are, Koyoma. Beaver Dam Disneyland trip 2026. Heck yeah. We got to prep for the 2027 Star Wars celebration that we're all going to meet up at in LA, right? I was gamer. Ah, okay. What are these Lightspeed tokens? Yeah, I already have this one. And the other one is... Okay, we got Hera and Sabine, and then it's Captain Rex, which we'll get 1 Zeta out of. Ezra, which we'll get 1 Zeta out of. Which I think we already got the Ezra one. And then it's Sabine, who... we have the Zeta on, so we're not going to get anything out of Sabine, which is the one we just did. And then Chopper, which doesn't have a Zeta. And then we get 1 free Rebel. And so our Rebel... I don't know. Honestly, I'll probably just drop it on a Rebel that needs Zetas. I don't think I'm going to drop it on Stormtrooper Han. And I'm definitely not putting it on a Hoth Rebel Soldier. So I'll probably just drop it on some poor soul who's been neglected for too long for Zetas. Like, Cassian has Zeta? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. What'd you use your Relic 6 token on? What did we use our Relic 6 token on? Oh, we used it on Saw Gerrera. Yeah. Our Saw Gerrera went from Gear 12 to Relic 6. And on the free-to-play account, we used it on Nisa. Saw Gerrera has 2 Zetas. Maybe we drop it on Saw Gerrera then. It's a strange place, I hear. Pourquoi? Why is LA a strange place? You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. Good take so far in squattering early on. I started above 2,000. I'm now at 402 with barely even trying. Heck yeah, Con. That's what I like to hear. Beaver, you should build an actual dam and only let someone who pays the $200 membership watch. Oh my gosh. Fair enough, Ron. Okay. Ron, you're not going to hide in your pants, are you? Anyone know that reference? I'll give you a crisp high five if you know that reference. Okay, first up on our list is Tamoy. Tammy, we got... Oh, no, sorry, Bobo. Bobo's first, then Tammy. One thing at a time. Paid for person first. Okay, Bobo, you want to know what characters do you need to get your relics up? Well, obviously your Stormtrooper Luke is looking pretty rough, dude. He hasn't even gotten to relic level, so you're going to have to work on your Stormtrooper Luke. Next up, your IG-90 is also looking like a pretty big failure. Can't say I'm getting crisp high five. It's super obscure. It's super obscure. Is anyone here, do any of you play D&D? Dungeons and Dragons. Does anyone play Dungeons and Dragons? By a raise of messages in chat. Is Ron gonna hide in his pants? Okay, Great One plays D&D. Death Destroyer occasionally plays D&D. Really excited for IG-90 for your Afro team? Heck yeah. So, for those of you who have played D&D, there is a podcast called Dungeons and Daddies. It is not very good at following the rules of D&D at all. It is a group of people who have barely played D&D, and then one DM who has played D&D before, and the DM is the same guy who wrote the story to Borderlands 2, and it's the story of a whole bunch of like really like dumb dads, like we're talking stereotypical dads making dad jokes and that kind of stuff, who are all various levels of terrible parents, who them and their children are transported to the D&D realm, and they're trying to find their children and rescue them. As they realize their powers and their classes. And so it's just filled with really bad dad jokes and hilarious stuff. And one of the main characters' names is Ron. It is hilarious. If you're looking for like Critical Role, they follow all the rules. They're looking up rules and like they're following everything. It's not the podcast for you. But if you're sitting there and you're like, I wish I knew how to be silly in D&D more, and like, you know, learn how to understand that you can do anything in D&D, and if you have a good DM, it's, you're gonna roll with it and it's gonna be a damn good time. Dungeons and Daddies is for you. I really enjoyed listening to the first season of Dungeons and Daddies. I haven't listened to almost any of the second season, but the first season was absolutely hilarious. I really enjoyed it. Okay, so sorry, back to your roster review, Bobo. So Glat is actually one that I wouldn't be mad at you for taking up to Relic 9 quickly, just because of the event with her. I did the same thing. I can understand why we do it 100%. So I want to get back into D&D. Haven't played in a bit. Yeah, I have a session that's on and off again right now of D&D, and then I've got 2 buddies who just invited me to D&D campaigns that I don't know if I have time for, but I'm going to try and make time for. We'll see. And I got a couple buddies that want me to continue the Star Wars D&D campaign I was running last year, but I don't know if I have the time. It's just, D&D is so much fun, but it's also so much time investment. So, I don't know. Okay, so yeah, you obviously have a lot here that I'm immediately worried about. We've got a Basilisk Fallen at Relic 3 that is fully Relic Delta-able. You're going to get stomped by Relic 7s with that. You've got a Ben Solo who's like the key. He's not the taunting tank on a Rey team, but he's the taunting tank on a Rey team because he's who you actually have to get through. And so a Relic 4 Ben Solo is rough. Star Killer's also on that list. Savage is there, which is a key tank, because this team can still do a lot of what it normally does, even if you just have a Relic 7 Savage. Third Sister's another one that definitely needs those extra Relic levels. Darkside Wraith, same kind of thing as Ben, where it's not necessarily the taunting tank, but it is the key character. Queen Amidala is the taunting tank, technically, because she, her decoy scales with her. And if she gets destroyed by Relic Delta, you're kind of screwed. Kersantin's another one. Dr. Aphra. Treya, Nihilus. Balin Skull. You have a lot of characters that are at Relic 5. Ezra Bridger. Solid as Relic 6. Needs that Relic 7, though. Where's your Glat? Where's your Glat? Am I blind? You don't have a Glat. Oh, you're slowly working on Glat. I thought you meant you're slowly working on Glat getting her up to Relic 9. No, you're slowly working on getting Glat into your roster. Yeah, you need to focus more on getting these characters done and getting Relic Delta mitigated. Yeah, I understand now, Bobo. Thank you. Star Wars D&D campaign. Yeah, here. Let me pull this up for you guys, just for those of you who are here while we're talking about this. So this website right here, Star Wars. So SW5E is what the website's called right here. This is not like an official system that's made by anything Disney affiliated. This is all made by a fan, but it has everything you need to build whatever characters you want and build out a D&D campaign. It's based off of KOTOR's original system, and then splashed in with 5th edition D&D, so it's much more simplified than most versions of D&D, and made it so it's a lot easier to understand and play. If you want to play a character, there is literally any species that you can think of in Star Wars you can play as. We had one player who was playing as a BX battle droid, a reprogrammed separatist BX battle droid assassin droid. In our campaign, we had a Gungan berserker. We had a Jawa in our party who had a translator on him at all times, who was absolutely obsessed with murdering people and pillaging loot. Literally you can have any class that you want in here. So if you're looking to start up a D&D campaign that you want to do in Star Wars, this has everything you need to it, and it's all built in a way where you can use it for really anything. So the system's inherently built for KOTOR era, but you go over to I think it's Wretched Hives is the... No, it's not Wretched Hives. Is it Scum and Villainy? Yeah, here we go. Here's all the enemies. So this is the monster manual. If we go to Trooper, it's not like, oh yeah, you're going through and you're like looking at what a stormtrooper is. You just click over here and you got Trooper, and you can repurpose this to a rebel trooper, a stormtrooper, a clone trooper. You can have a trooper captain, and once again, can be a clone captain. And then they also have specialty characters like purge troopers, and the purge troopers have specific advantages against Jedi. It's actually quite a cool system. We played in it for about 6 months in a campaign that was shortly after Order 66. I just came up with all of it by myself, but it was a year after Order 66. All of the players had to be involved with the Jedi or be a Jedi themselves that survived Order 66, so they're all considered Jedi sympathizers. And then they were working with Quinlan Voss to set up basically the Underground Railroad for Jedi. Like very, very unplanned, that type of stuff before the path existed. And it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing this campaign and going through, I led them through like a couple of the old stories and stuff of like what happened right after episode 3, and like they'd see kind of a mix of the Empire's technology, but still seeing like clone troopers and that type of stuff. So it was a lot of fun. And it was right when Bad Batch Season 3 was coming out, so I also had a little bit of stuff from that I could pull from and throw into here. So it was a lot of fun. This website is fantastic if you wanted to run a Star Wars D&D game, because a lot of the D&D, like the tabletop, sorry, not table D&D, but tabletop Star Wars games are like based off of like a D6 system and things like that, and I'm not a big fan. But this one is straight up, if you know D&D 5th edition, you can just play this. It's really freaking cool. So anyways, sorry Baba, that was very very off topic, so I apologize, but I wanted to talk about that real quick because it's something that I really enjoyed. Taking Savage for Relic 10 on my second account, I'm thinking of the same thing, Son of Boxy. It's no longer Son of Boxip. I want to do one, but I don't know where I should start. Literally just go to that website and like send it to a couple buddies. They can make characters, and if you just like you look up things, it's pretty easy just to find random maps of like Jabba's Palace, SW5E. And then you look, and there's people who have built out entire maps for this. And there's plenty of like steampunk and sci-fi maps from different games that you can pull from as well. In fact, I found a couple of these where it was people taking KOTOR maps and making them into Star Wars 5e maps that you could use. So that way it's easy for them to develop. But there's all kinds of stuff that you can just take and kind of run with. And just make up your own stuff, or you can take them through, go read a Star Wars book and then utilize some of the stuff in there. That's what a lot of the stuff from that campaign was I'd like recently read the Dark Disciple novel, and so I was like kind of on a Quinlan Voss, this is interesting kind of thing, and just started kind of building it based off of the stuff that I was seeing. As we started getting into Inquisitor stuff, I was reading Rise of the Red Blade at the time and started incorporating the stuff that they talk about in Rise of the Red Blade for the early Inquisitorius. So anyways, Bobo, so it's the ones that we go for first are key tanks and flinging attackers. A lot of your stuff though is key tanks, because like Starkiller is helpful, and like especially with the new characters coming out, it's going to be very helpful if you're spending for it, if you're going for it, which it looks like you're spending a little bit here and there for getting the new characters like Luke and especially IG-90. But like right this moment, I would want to see you focus down on the characters that are going to be key. Ben Solo is usually a key piece of people's defenses. So I'd like to see a Relic 7 Ben Solo, same with Hezra. Third Sister is a fantastic team, and you don't want her to get absolutely destroyed because she is a GL killer team. So I'd go for the Third Sister. Savage is also another one. Darkside Rey. If I were to give you an order of operations, I'd probably say Queen Amidala first, and then do Queen Amidala up to Relic 7. And you have the Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan up here, right? They Relic 9. Yeah, they're Relic 9. Good. Yeah, so Relic 7, your Quadme first. And then probably Relic 5, your Bastila Shan Fallen next, just because she's just going to die off. She's literally going to do nothing for you right now with where she's at. And then and Relic 3 to 5 is super, super easy. And then Ben Solo and Hezro would probably be what I do next, followed by Darkseid Ray, Third Sister. Because Savage can still do a couple things at Relic 5, so we can hold off on that. I would probably do Starkiller Savage. Oof, Bobo, that's rough, my friend. So yeah, that would be my order of operations here. And then after that, I'd like to see the Jedi Knight Revan and the Chrysanthemum as well. It's one going to be pretty important, and the Dr. Aphra. Which it sounds like Dr. Aphra. These two need to come up as well. I'd put Dr. Aphra and Balin's Skull probably above the Chrysanthemum and the Jedi Knight Revan. And then do those last. But if Dr. Aphra is a PP, which it sounds like it is for IG90, you might well put her up higher. I just don't value Dr. Aphra right now almost at all. When will one of the incentives for January Damathon be Relic 10 Jocasta? We'll see. It might just be Relic 10 of your guys' choice. Nice, Bobo. Very nice. Yeah, I would mitigate your Relic Delta before doing anything else. It's what I've been doing. I mean, you can see it in the stuff that I've done recently. We do look at the same thing on my account that we were looking at on your account. I Relic 9 my Master Qui-Gon and my Padawan Obi-Wan, and Relic 9 my Ahsoka Tano, so that way I'm maximizing my Relic 9 ability materials, because those three are much easier than trying to get the 3 for the Paw Patrol up to Relic 9. 3 characters for 2 events versus 3 characters for 1 event. And that 1 event also has a chance at Omicrons, which gives it a lower chance at Relic 9 materials, and we need the Relic 9 materials. I have, let's see, let's get to the 7s. I finished my Balin's Skull up to Relic 7. So many Relic 7s, holy crap. Quadme, I just got up to Relic 7. Savage, I just got up to Relic 7. Starkiller, I just got up to Relic 7. Malicos, I just got up to Relic 7. So, like, I've been kind of doing the same kind of cleanup I'm suggesting to you right now. Yeah, that's fair, Bobo. Very fair. I hate that team so much. It feels so unsatisfying. Literally the only place that it feels good is territory battles. And like, I don't care about territory battles. I'm tempted to see if they have a territory battle Omicron just to throw it on them. So that way I can just auto, yeah, right here. I just need to throw this on just so I can auto the territory battles with them, because they're pretty dang good in territory battles. But like, besides that, I regret every Omicron I put on those characters, and I refuse to put the ones on Jedi Master Mace Windu for territory war. Yeah, no problem, Bobo. Our choice will be Jocasta because we love you. I'm glad you guys are here to mess with me. But yeah, Death Destroyer Worlds. Unfortunately, I can't send you like my campaign that I built because it's a mess of just sporadic notes, because I believe heavily in 1 part planning, 2 parts improv when it comes to DMing, because I know that my players will always go and do random stuff. My first session I ever had with one of my players, who's been an experienced DM and player for years and years and years, my first time ever DMing, it was a one-shot that was like this is built out, it is a module, I've got this, I'm gonna follow it. I started going over some of the rumors that were being said in town with like a very clear, here's the thing that you're supposed to chase, kind of thing, as it said in the module. And that player just immediately was like, I'm gonna go and check out this rumor because I think that this is suspicious. and it's the only rumor that was tied to a character that was not written out in anything in the module. So I had to come up with the character on the fly, being like, are you kidding me? The one character in town that is not built out and has a backstory is the one that they want to go interrogate right now. So I very much don't have like solid notes where I can go, here you go, here's a campaign for you. So okay, we got Tammy up next. We've gotten very off topic. I feel like every time we do a roster review stream, we get very off topic. Okay, just unlocked Profundity this month and taking a break from big farms to bring up all my overall relic levels. Good choice. Can you recommend a list of importance of raising relics? I think we're gonna be here for a while, guys, doing the same thing over and over again. Okay, so it looks like you already have an idea because we're seeing Ezra Bridger at Relic 6, a Terran Malicos at Relic 6. So you're seeing the flinging attackers and the key characters. I do think that's a good thing to see, but I'm also seeing a Relic 3 Ben. Savage Relic 7, very, very nice. So let's start at the Relic 3s and work our way up. Bam, being at Relic 3 is painful for the ship and any other things, but we'll leave it for now. I don't think it's super important until you're going from Mommy Mandalorian. You have to Relic 7 them anyways. Padawan, Obi-Wan, and Master Qui-Gon should be as high as you can get them. Darth Traya is going to struggle at Relic 3. Relic 5, she'll survive behind that Relic 7 Asajj. Relic 3, she's in one-shot range for AoEs. So I would bring your Traya at least to Relic 5 for now. Ben Solo, same thing. I would try to get him to 7, but even if you're just bringing him to 5 for now, very, very important. Malgus, key tank, also deals damage off of his health. High relics is always what you're supposed to have on this guy. I also want to say the fact that you have a Malgus at Relic 4 with his Zetas and Omicrons, and he doesn't have 6-dot mods to give him the bigger hit off of his attack that, you know, deals damage equal to his health, is rough. And so I think taking the time to get these relic levels will also let you take the time to get those wonderful mod materials into some of these characters that could definitely use them. But yeah, you utilize your Master Qui-Gon and Padawan Obi-Wan. Relic 9 is the future. You're going to have to take them to Relic 9 and get them up and running. Working on the ponchos now? Okay, good. Malak, another key tank that we're looking at and not looking great. The good news is it doesn't feel like there's a ton, but the bad news is the ones that I'm seeing are not like Relic 5s to 7s, it's Relic 3s to 7s. And so that's kind of the worrying part, is that you have a lot of lower guys. I would probably do Traya from 3 to 5. And Malgus and Malak to 7. And then you can work on the Queen's men, getting them up and rocking. Ben. Ben is such a key defensive team that we're gonna save Ben to at least Relic 5 if you can afford it. Relic 7, Traya, Queen's Men, Sith Empire, then Star Killer, and Jedi Knight Revan will probably be one of those last ones. Those support characters are usually the last ones because we're focusing on key tanks, key characters, and flinging attackers. Those are your 3 focuses here. Is key characters like Traya, where if she dies, her Omicron turns off. You know, Afra, that type of stuff. Key tanks, people who don't stop taunting, because if they're a tank that drops taunt really easily, it's not really worth your time. So, you know, those ones that are on GL teams, those ones who are keeping a team alive like Darth Traya with Savage, those types of key tanks. And then flinging attackers, Dark Trooper isn't really in the meta right now, but if it was an earlier account, I'd suggest a Dark Trooper, because Dark Trooper can be flung at the enemy over and over again. Starkiller's another one, Malicos is another one. Those flinging attackers are very important. That does not include, oh gosh, that sneeze just gave me a major headache. Oh. That does not include mass assist teams. That is not what I mean when I say flinging attackers. Like, Captain Rex and the Phoenix is not what I mean. Mandalorians is not what I mean. Those are teams that are severely devalued by getting Relic Delta into the game, because now all of them need to be Relic 7, otherwise it's not going to deal the same damage. Whereas if a Starkiller team has just a Relic 7 Starkiller or a Relic 9 Starkiller and everyone else is low, they're still going to be able to run that turn meter train and keep flinging Starkiller at the enemy, regardless of everyone else's Relic levels and gear levels. Does that make sense? Yeah, fair enough. Quadmate's an excellent team, and I mean, you're working on the Queen's Men anyways. Yeah, Leviathan should be on your list over the next year. If you don't have a Leviathan by the end of this year at Relics, or not Relic, at 7 stars, I would be upset. Savage is a pseudo tank. Yes, Savage is a pseudo tank, but it does tank better than most tanks in the game. Only Relic 7 cracks since being needed for Phoenix to be strong again. Kind of, but also not really. You're still going to struggle against certain teams that are, you know, like Reva, because Reva is going to be immune to the health percentage damage effects. And so you kind of need the damage from everyone. But like in a lot of cases with the non-immune to percent health damage effects, Krex and the Phoenix will, honestly, they'll do it without taking the relic levels at all. So I feel like it's negligible to either have them up or not, because either you're going to beat the team regardless, or you're probably going to need more than just those two to be able to pull everything off they're supposed to pull off. Like, you could leave, I mean, I'd probably say you at least need Relic 5 on the whole team, which most people have them full Relic 3, so you're already looking at Relic 5ing them, because just one bad AoE could end up killing quite a bit at Relic 3. And, you know, when you're going up against the Inquisitors with that team, they tend to get a turn or two from now and again. So nice, Commander Lex, very nice. Could Relic 5 work if an entire team is Relic 7? The answer is yes. Yes, it will. Just like we did today during our attacks, we used quite a bit of Relic 5 characters against Relic 7 teams. Problem is, Relic 9 has become easier to get by a large margin, and will continue to get easier to get as time moves on, meaning you're going to have to keep up with that shift. And by doing it now, you'll not only have to, you'll not only deal with the people that you're swinging up against, but then on top of that, you're also future-proofing your account. Yes, grade 1, I agree. Okay, next up we have A-Water. A-Water, are you here? Hello, A-Water. Finish getting ready. I need some suggestions for a team right now. I'm just using resistance with her, but they'll eventually be taken once I finish farming Zori. I mean, they should be taken now. Yeah, that's a done enough Zori. All you need is a Finn Zeta, and that is a done Zori right there. Yes, the other Zeta's important. Yes, the stars and the relics are important. But, like, I got 11 holds on my Gear 7 Zori Bliss. Like, if they never take a turn, it doesn't matter if Zori is Gear 8. The team's gone. It's a team based off of exposes and taking away turn meter and gaining turn meter. It's one of those beautiful ones that's really not that affected by Relic Delta. So didn't you get 15 at one point? I think it was 17. I think 17 was my max, but I'm pretty sure that was with a Relic Zori. I could be wrong, but I think that was post Relic Zori. I think the most I got with a gear, it was a 3-star Gear 8, I think, Gear 9 Zori was 11 holds. I don't know who else to put with Ray. Yes. Let's see if I can remember. It's been a while since I've thought about this. So the OG team when you first get her is Ray with you, you, and you. If you have the Lightspeed bundles, and that's how you got Ray, which I'm assuming it is because everyone does Lightspeed bundles nowadays. No one's going for Ray on a whim. Ray's just so far out there. So I'm guessing you got Lightspeed bundles. You probably have an L3. So this is going to be a solid start. As time goes on, you will remove BB-8 first and replace BB-8. Now, who do you replace BB-8 with? There is tons to choose from. For instance, we got Shorty. If you're going for a Leviathan, you can throw in Shorty. If you're going for like a GL Ahsoka Tano, you'll have a Barriss Offee, which is another excellent choice for this team. In fact, you can do, if you don't have a good Galactic Republic going, you can do something like this. It's literally just light side characters in general. If you want to do a mean team, I really like the Ufu lineup. This is what I rock usually. Now that I have Malicos, I don't do this as much, but you can do like a full unaligned force user lineup. So you got Cal Kestis, every time they get crit, they're healing and getting extra protection. Commander Ahsoka Tano, who is sharing an extra 50% health, defense, as well as offense and crit damage with all other light side unaligned force users. And then, of course, that's all shared with Ben, who makes it harder to get through Ben, which Ben, protects Ray. So it's really just kind of whoever you happen to have. Fulcrum's another solid one. Unaligned force users in general fit really well in here.
Oh dang, didn't realize it's been this long. Cool.
Dang, 19 months, Swag. That's crazy. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. You have an idea to bounce off of me. Shoot, my friend. Is this like one of those ones that you need to DM me, or is this something you're just going to throw in chat? Yeah, if you have Ezra Exile, there's another one for you. That this is one of the best defensive teams in the game, is Ezra Exile on this team. Ray is not one of those ones where you need to worry about necessarily having a perfect team. It's just having some synergy or just some annoyingness. Anything to make this team more annoying and for Ray to survive longer. That's just what this is. It's hey, we want to make this as annoying as possible. Yeah, Smallville, I don't know what's up with Glat, but I've been having some problems with Glat just randomly being like, oh yeah, I'm just not going to take any damage. Like, Relic Delta is automatically set to 5 or something on her. And I had Phil mention something similar to me as well. Okay, trying to ASAP on my all-right, thinking Relic 6 Lightspeed token on maybe Dash. Yeah. I mean, Dash is a Chirotech character required for that farm. I think that's a solid option. The only people that's really worth a lightspeed token in the Profundity farm is Adrad, Dash Rendar, Mon Mothma, and that's it. All the rest of them are non-Kyrotech characters. So those would be the ones I'd look at. Mon Mothma would be one I'd look at for like a Rebel lightspeed token, just because it's 2 Zetas as well that are like worth it, or Adrad for that same reason, but Adrad's less important to a lot of people. I liked the idea of Adrad for the Rebel lightspeed token just because, you know, he has a great AoE, which is fantastic for soloing teams in GAC and in Conquest. It's what got me through Conquest, so that way I could get through easy on my first go, and then next time I'll already be in normal on my free-to-play account. Already got one on Adrad. Yeah. So Dash and Mon Mothma are where those two, if you're speed running for that, that's what I would do. And I mean, like, you look at the other characters required for that Profundity farm, and Harrison Dula you have free. Jin Urso is a shop. Biston's a shop, and then Cassian, I believe, is also a shop, is he not? I'm not gonna go through here. I'm gonna go look at Cassian. Gosh, I hate where the air units are. Wep One, Cassian. Yeah, Cassian's also an arena store. Yeah, so like getting those 3 is just gonna make Profundity super easy to get. You can throw Gear 12 on Mon Mothma, or you can throw the Relic 5 you're getting next week, Swag Frog. Because we're all getting 1 free Relic 5 next week as well. Oof, Smallville. That is rough, my friend. Ray with Jawas? That is an ancient C-pit strat, dude. I haven't seen Ray with Jawas in, what, 3 years? Gotta figure out what to use the Gear 12 one on. Yeah, I mean, look at what you're farming next. Like, if you're going straight for Profundity, are you going for Leia next? Are you going for Jabba next? And throw it on one of those characters that you're gonna slow farm regardless. You know, like I threw mine on my Drogon, because Drogon I was able to get up with it's a Cantina battle thing, so it was super easy to get me the character. I just needed the levels to get him up, so I threw it on Drogon. You know, like throw it on a character that's easy to get the stars, so that way you're not like just sitting there waiting. Ray Jawas with the focused Datacron. Wait, you're on to something. I don't know about that. Let me look at what the Datacron does. At the start of the battle, Jawas gain 100% bonus protection until the counter. All enemies are inflicted with provoked for 2 turns with KB. Jawa inflicts a debuff on enemy. All Jawas gain foresight whenever an enemy inflicts with thermal damage. Jawas gain. None of this says a full team of Jawas. Maybe we are onto something. I mean, they're all Relic 3, so unfortunately this isn't going to do as much as I'd like to see. Like, if we had full Relic 5, I'd be like, oh yeah, we could see where this goes. But I don't think it's going to go anywhere just because of the fact that it's all Relic 3. Like, we almost just died right there. Damn, R2's already, like, looking pretty rough here. I honestly don't know what any of these do. I'm just hitting buttons right now. Jawa Engineer, Dacha, Scavenger. If they weren't so focused on Ray, this would be working really well, but they're like really focused on Ray. Even so, though, like, dude, if they didn't have damage immunity right now, that would be an insta kill. They still lost R2 and R2 and Drogon. Like, this would be an easy cleanup in GAC. Yeah, if I had some high relic Jawas, I feel like this would actually work fairly dang well. Huh. I don't have the materials to take my Jawas up to Relic 5 to test this for you guys. But, like, honestly, kind of dope. I'm excited for the next Jawa Focus Cron. I hope it's not too long, because if it's like worded the same way as this Cron, I'd be willing to take it up and do some Ray with Jawas just to see what happens. Yeah, but if you don't have anything with Jawas and you got a Bosch or anything with Java, are you doing roster reviews? Yes, I am. SW Revan. Yes, Jerry. This token is more useful than 750 Kyrotech you get from 5 Lightspeed tokens. Yeah, I think for a lot of players, it only makes sense to go for the Relic 5 tokens. But if you're like a newer player, I think going for the Gear 12 tokens is going to be huge. Because, like, I don't know if you guys remember the new player experience, but trying to get Kyrotech for a new account is literally freaking impossible. You don't have, like, anything to get Kyrotech. And so the Gear 12 is going to be much, much more important than anything else. Because, like, Kyrotech, I can't get from raid stuff. Gear 12 to Gear 13, I can get from raid stuff easily. But yeah, A-Water, I apologize. We got distracted during your roster review. I was telling you how to use your Ray. I need some suggestions for our team right now. I'm using just Resistance. Yes. Now I'm working on Seer and JKCK for my guild. I don't like that. You have JKCK already, so sure, why not? But, like, I'd rather see more Jedi in your roster. And the fact that you haven't gone for the Rebel Trinity at all is a little painful to me. I feel like your roster's just kind of building in weird directions right now that don't really work together conducively to make a good, like, solid farming path. Paw Patrol's a great mother and tried to get Glat. You are on a weird path, A-Water. You're on a weird path. Bo-Katan Mandalore once the Lightspeed tokens come out. We're on such a weird path, dude. Yeah, hold on. I can grab the Discord link. Okay, so you're gonna go for Glat. You're not going for the Rebel Trinity. You're at least farming Executor, so you'll have a good ship. Is this fleet at least done? Yeah, it's done. Okay, good. Is this fleet beating everything it should beat? Because if not, then you need to go and work on the mods for this fleet. I'd also like to see a better Plo Koon. Which, I mean, better Plo Koon works towards your Glad anyways, so start there, my friend. Your Radis fleet is non-existent too. Your fleets in general are looking just in troublesome places. Yeah, I'm excited to see it as well, Swag. I'm at a point where I no longer, like, I don't have anything else to farm on Leia almost at all. It's just going to be, you know, getting relic levels, essentially. I can beat most things except IDK how to beat Leviathan. Leviathan is the easiest way to do it. Right there. Right there. You need one more star on that. You need to upgrade this. You need to get your Lando counter going. Yeah, like the Phantom 2 Landum's Millennium Falcon counter is fantastic. I use it all the time. Yeah, like you have the Phantom 2 almost done for it. I would probably suggest maybe getting the Omegas on this. I don't know what they do. I just know some of them might be required for the counter. But yeah, Lando and Phantom 2, it should be all you need to make the Leviathan counter work. I would also like you to see you actually finish your Radis, you know, get the Star Fortress up. You're talking about getting Zori up, so might as well get her ship up and running. At this point right now, you could have this ship doing good stuff with just this upgraded all the way. And like maybe one of her uniques leveled up. I don't remember which unique it is. But you don't have like a Star Fortress, and so you can't pull it off. And so you need the Star Fortress up to come up, and so you don't necessarily need anything more than what you have. Just level up the abilities on it. But yeah. How dare you, Death? I can't say that your farming path is a good one. I want you to work on your ships most, and after Glat, please go for the Rebel Trinity. I'm begging you. Such a weird farm. Okay. Quick look at your mods. Relic 7 your JMK, I'm begging you. Not quite over the 10,000 damage mark. I'd like to see a little bit more damage out of this character. Honestly, if you could just switch this to an offense primary stat, even if it only has a little bit of speed on it, like a 5 or an 8 speed mod right here, with an offense stat, I think your Ray would be in the perfect spot. Cat, looking a little slow for a JMK team. You usually want her 350 plus. Mara Jade looking very slow. It looks like your mods are pretty shoddy right now, which happens when you don't have a Jabba in your roster. How's your Queen's Men looking? Bro, you don't even need these guys at like relic levels to get the mod materials. All you need is the 7-star for them. I highly suggest you take your Jedi Lightspeed token when you get it, and throw it on Master Qui-Gon, and then farm up Padawan Obi-Wan and get those characters up. You need mod materials, dude. Your mod depth is looking scary bad. Like a lot of accounts, I feel like this account is lacking on ships and mods. Those are the two big things that I'm worried about. So you're going kind of from major farm to major farm, looking at all the shiny stuff, but you're not taking the time to make the shiny stuff actually look good underneath the surface. So go and shine your engines. I don't know. The metaphor is breaking down, but regardless, you know, get some good mods. And if you need it, here's a video on getting through mods and, you know, the bare minimum for modding. It's not going to be super complex. It's just going to get you through a simple mod farming guide and how to throw away mods that are bad. Darkside fleet battles are horrible without Leviathan. Darkside fleet battles are horrible. There's no without Leviathan. It's just they're horrible. Technically, Leviathan is the best choice for a lot of those ones, Commander Lex. It's just the RNG is just awful. Okay, we got Grey Dad up next. Grey Dad, are you here? This is an account that I wouldn't worry about Relic Delta too much. Like, maybe get like a Relic 9 GL or something like that. But like, I wouldn't worry too much about Relic Delta. I'd worry about just continuing your farms. You're in Bronzium, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Is Grey Dad here? Dude, I'm too poor to contribute to that fund, Death Destroyer Worlds. I don't know if you noticed, but for Caracol's 1-year anniversary of streaming, I dropped, I don't know, probably, I actually have no idea how much. I think I gifted somewhere in the area of 20 to 25 gifted memberships. So I am out of fund money at the moment. Especially because I still have to buy Christmas presents for people. Okay, sounds like Grey Dad is not here. On to Death Destroyer of Worlds. Monkey King is next on the list. Ugh, head hurt. Finishing PK Hondo so I can finish personal raid rewards. Currently just over 11 million score. Also getting 90% of my guild score, but we don't mention that part. Other than that, I need Luthen. Unlocked next month. I missed Conquest, I'm behind on Stranger. I mean, Luthen's not super important. Because it's like a whole team that you need at Relic 7, but Spider Legs Mall, but that will take a bit. Okay. Just what you're missing, yeah. Let's take a look at your Relic amplifier levels and make sure that there's nothing you're sleeping on at your 13 mil. Marin. Like, Marin will still do everything she did pre-Relic Delta if you just level her up. You don't really need anyone else. In fact, I've been hearing talk of not just Jabba, but someone else major. What was the major player that people were talking about the other day? It wasn't Quadme, was it? Some major team on defense we went up against the other day, someone was like, ah, yes, a high Relic Marin will take that out, even if you have low Relic Night Sisters, because it does the cheese so easily. Zori, I mean, that's kind of a PP for me, because they do most of what they need to do, but like, just the fact that you can't kill Ahsoka with Relic 5s is painful. So I'm pushing that team up, but I'm pushing them up to Relic 9, because they're a passion project. Savage, Maz, Mara Jade is pushing to the Vader team, and I don't know how good the Vader team is going to be, so we're going to push off that for now. Jedi Knight Revan, Hermit Yoda should be fine. Great Mothers needs a Relic 7. Nihilus could use a Relic 7. It doesn't look like your account's too affected by Relic Delta, but there's definitely a couple things. Lord Vader with clones for the Marin cheese. That's what I remember doing, yeah. I have not been. Great one. Let me delete the ones I've done so far. Everything's going to PK Hondo. Yeah, so after Hondo, take a break, fix some relic levels. And an account this far and should definitely have the Paw Patrol at Relic 9. Get as many Relic 9 materials as you can. How dare you not have a Relic 10 Jedi Consular? I'm gonna tell Mom on you. Although a non-Relic Ebon Hawk is kind of wild. Especially because it's actually important in the fleet meta right now. Yeah, you have some relic levels to fix, and that's probably what I would focus on instead of getting new stuff. How high should I relic SM33? SM33. Oh, I'm trying to remember how you split it up. SM33 is for the Hondo team, relic 7. Honestly, you don't want any of them to just come to Relic Delta. I'd probably say Relic 9 Bane, if you can afford it. Bane, right? Bane. Yeah, Brutus's DPS, Silva's DPS, Vane's the third one. He's the tank. Yes, Vane. Relic 9 Bane. I've never used Ebon Hawk. He's bringing all your GL ships on offense. Ooh. Solid Sith Eternal. Usually Sith Eternal's the one slept on. Solid Ray. Solid Cat. Beautiful boys. Got some slower characters down here, but a lot of the slower characters are like, I don't really care because, you know, they're teams that are more helpful earlier on. Your Dark Side Ray's looking real slow, though. Oh my gosh. Hondo's also looking pretty slow, considering you are going for the pirates. It might be something worth pushing up. Who knows, Death? I guess you'll have to go check your defenses and see if you can check her. Yeah, exactly, Con Warlock. The Ebon Hawk is to the Executor that the TIE Bomber is to the Profundity. Okay, Monkey King. Finish Relic 9 Poncho Bros. Is Monkey King here? Is Luffy? Is that his name? I don't know. I haven't watched one part. Keep having steel mods for the Relic 9. Oh yeah, I've stopped caring about the raid nearly as much. I got into a much less competitive guild and I have been loving it. What are your elf ears here? Is it an ambulance? Wow. Oh, I would see. I'd hope C is solid. Was that enough of a reaction, Con Warlock? I apologize. I'm glad Great One thought I was funny with my one part thing. Okay, we're skipping Monkey King. Shack Dag, are you here? The Dag of Shack. Did you hear about the Invincible Vader team with Vader level 9 Datacron? No, I have not. Dang, that's a low Luke in IG-90. Like, really low. Just got Lord Vader and wondering how his mods look, what to go for next about... For next, thinking about Bo-Katan Mandalore next because of Keller and Beck Lightspeed token. Vader with new batch. Oh yeah, I don't have new batch at all, so it doesn't matter to me. Didn't you talk about that Vader team earlier this stream? No, I talked about the Lord Vader Attacker Cron that people have been getting their butt kicked with that on defense. Got kicked from a competitive guild without them saying anything to me. I'm having a lot more fun in a casual guild that still does well. Yeah, fair enough, Ron. You got Lord Vader. My competitive guild fell apart. So, and the leader like retired as well as like 2 of the officers retired. Just got Lord Vader. I'm wondering how his mods look, what to go for next. Thinking about Bo-Katan Mandalore next because of Keller and Beck Lightspeed bundle. Not a bad thing to go for whatsoever with the Lightspeed tokens that are coming. Lord Vader, his mods himself. Looks good on speed for the most part. Crit damage, protection. I like protection here. Speed, yeah, looking good. Oh no, not the cup. What, you don't like Relic 10 cup that's missing a mod? Dude, why would you respect him and then disrespect him? What is that? You like literally walked up to him and you're like, you know, buddy, I got you this Five Guys, and I really hope you enjoy it. And then you leaned over and lifted the bun on his burger and spat on the burger and then gave it to him. Like, there you go. Enjoy, buddy. And then walked away. Like, what is that, dude? Just a Zeta on Omega? Yeah, I'm not willing to put a Zeta on Omega, nor am I willing to put relic levels on the Bad Batch. They're a gear 12 right now for like 2 of them and like gear 10 for the other 3. I'm not going to relic a whole team just to get a Datacron for 4 months. Hey Everett, welcome, welcome. But yeah, your Lord Vader's looking pretty good. Nice on the clone. Solid. One of these is not like the other. Solid across the board. Very nice. Love to see it, my friend. Looking good on modding. You're looking at Bo-Katan Mandalore. That sounds like a good idea to me, considering this stuff coming. Let's take a look at your Relic Delta affected units. Your Relic 3 Wampa is officially out of the meta. Sad day. You have a Star Killer that needs to come up, a Savage that needs to come up to Relic 7. Bam will come up as part of your Bo-Katan Mandalore. Jedi Knight Revan will be like one of your last ones you do. I'd rather see a Chrysanthemum first. So yeah, I'd probably just take a second and get those couple characters that you have lying around done, and then I get your Queen's Men up to Relic 9. So I'd probably do like a Savage, Star Killer, Queen's Men, Chrysanthemum. I should give you some time to make sure that you have all the Zetas and Omicrons that you need for the Bo-Katan team. as well as work on your mods a bit and get ready for another team entering your roster. How's your ships look? You don't have an Empire fleet. You don't have the Home One fleet. You don't have the Radis fleet. Your Profundity is looking a little shoddy. You haven't 7-starred it yet. This fleet's at least done. I'm worried about your fleets, my friend. Oh, good. You already have the Zeta on Bo-Katan Kryze. I was going to say, can't forget her. What is that? Relic 6? Is that like a route requirement or something? But yeah. Looks like you have some stuff to fix overall for Relic Delta. Do it. Give yourself some time to build up some Zetas again. Especially Omicrons if you're low on Omicrons. Your mods look pretty good for a 9 million GP account. JML's looking sexy, as always. We do love ourselves a good Mark Hamill. Get your Queensmen up to Relic 9. Your ships, definitely. Relic 6 is a Lightspeed token. Okay, that makes sense. Your ships definitely need work, my friend. Don't skip out on your side fleets. There are so many wonky and weird side counters right now that you don't want to waste. You know, like people are throwing Malevolence all the time on defense right now, thanks to the shift in the meta, the fleet meta. And so because I'm seeing so many Malevolence, I'm getting insane amounts of banners just by using the Radis against it. People are throwing Profundity on defense because they're like, oh, Rogue One's so good, we're going to throw Profundity on defense now. And it's like, Rogue One doesn't really change many counters. It makes Malevolence harder. But like the Profundity counter with the Radis I did today is just hilarious to me. It is like one of the easiest counters in the world. So like don't skimp out on those side counters that you have going for you. Like you're missing your Raven's Claw, you're missing your Star Fortress. Leviathan should be on your radar in the next year. So oh no, Death. That's not good. You could have that Datacron for 4 months and a day. Okay, next up we have our meat. Is our meat still here? This will be the last one for today because we are officially 2 hours in. Not technically, but this is what time I need to get off because I have work in the morning in like 8 hours. When will you stream again? Our next stream is tomorrow, but that's on the side channel playing some Expedition 33. Our next Galaxy of Heroes stream is on... Today's Wednesday? Friday. Friday we will have another stream. Sounds good, Commander Lex. You have a great night, my friend. Okay, our meat is not here. Ron, are you still here, my friend? Hello, Ron. Just scrap the whole account. Start a new account. I'm kidding. Farming Balin and then maybe getting relics up, or farm Leviathan. I have a lot of Conquest units sitting around. I'm getting Quadmay, Luthen, Bane, Malgus unlocked in 2 months. I'm not sure what to do. Tabaha. Well, Tabaha, I have some advice for you. I can't scrap the account. Okay. Okay. Ron, what kind of guild are you in right now? Is it Mando ready? Is it Zepho ready? Is it Riva ready? Like, give me an idea on what kind of guild you're in right now. Okay, you're in that Erodium 2 area, which means you are going to have to worry about Relic Delta, which means that as you get Quad May and Bane, those are going to become your top priorities, is getting Quad May and Bane up to Relic 7, and getting your Queen's Men up to Relic 9, as well as a couple of these Relic 5s, like Savage and that type of stuff, up to Relic 7. Mostly Mando ready, I believe. If you're getting Zepho ready as well, awesome. If your guild is close, make sure you go and take your JKCK up and contribute to your guild, because a Mando and Zepho ready guild does a ton for an account. You never have to worry about Kyrotech ever again, and you're still in that spot where you need quite a bit of Kyrotech in your roster, especially as you're looking at Ben Solo, or sorry, not Ben Solo, you don't need Ben Solo, my bad. As you're looking at Bane, as you're looking at Quad May, you know, I wouldn't suggest Luthen, but Malgus, you know, type of stuff is very, very important. Relic 3 is just not enough for the TIE Defender to survive. I highly suggest a Relic 5. Highly suggest a Relic 5. I would focus on some Relic Delta. Yeah. One of my ducks already got wrecked and cacted. Yeah, seriously. Okay, so I'd focus on some Relic Delta, as well as that TIE Defender, getting it to at least Relic 5, Ron. And just like kind of take up some Relic Delta stuff. And I would make your next major farm JMK. Or Lord Vader. And I would try and focus on getting the Galactic Republic fleet up and rocking. I want you to be thinking about going for Leviathan towards the end of this year, mid to end of this next year. I want it in your roster by like the end of the year kind of area. But you're not quite ready for it right there. JMK or Lord Vader, your choice. Honestly, both of them are really good right now. The one problem with Lord Vader is you're going to have to go farm the clones. The upsides to Lord Vader is a lot of the stuff you're going for Lord Vader are the things that you need to get up for your ships for your Galactic Republic fleet. Nice thing is Lightspeed tokens are coming. So, with Balin, absolutely go for it. You can go ahead and finish it. It's two teams that are going to be absolutely great. You know, I don't think that there's any downside to it, because especially it's Great Mothers and Morgan Elsbeth are Relic 7 already, and then, you know, Shin, Balin, and Merrick, which is the main engine of the team, are also Relic 7, so it's not going to be a bad thing to get them up by any means. I would suggest you know, have you already got the Night Sisters done? Yeah, Morgan Elsbeth at 6 of 7. Great Mothers, I'm sure, is 7. Yep. It's hard because all your other Night Sisters, I'm sure, are low relic. So you're going to have to be a little careful. You have the Paw Patrol, though, don't you? Yeah, you have the Paw Patrol. Yeah, you're fine. Great Mothers is going to be a great team for you. You've got the Paw Patrol, so you can use that. You don't really need to do anything to that. Yeah, both are going to be already solid to use just based off of your relic levels. So absolutely go ahead and finish Balin, do some Relic Delta work, go for JMK or Lord Vader, and build out your Galactic Republic fleet ASAP. It's one of the best fleets in the game right now. It's like the Apex Predator fleet right now. And then after that, we'll look at Leviathan. If you're you know, looking iffy on Leviathan, start working on the ships for Leviathan and have it in the background while you work on JMK or Lord Vader, whoever you didn't do the first person. But start working towards the bougie bunch is what we're looking at. January, Otter, we're gonna hold off until post holidays because, you know, everyone's gonna be doing crazy stuff. We'll do like a mini, not so much a Damathon, but we'll do a mini Christmas event here in the next couple of weeks. But the next Damathon will be mid-January. I'll set up like a week that I take off work and set aside some time. Yes, it is worth getting Beskar Armor Mandalorian, absolutely, Riley. But keep in mind, yeah, as Con Warlock's saying, we are getting Lightspeed tokens for him. So you'll get all the stuff you need to get him unlocked, and then you'll get one to get him up to relic level as well as his Zetas. So that's going to be super nice. How to get a roster review? Well, that was our last roster review for today. I'm just going to look at his mods real quick, and then I'm finishing up. But there's a section in the Discord called roster reviews. I ping it every time I go live for roster reviews. And if you go into the Discord, you can scroll up to the very top of the Discord. There's a thing called channels and roles. You go in here, scroll down to the bottom, and there's a button right here. You click this, you'll be notified every time I go live for roster reviews. If you ever get sick of getting notified for roster reviews, just hover over it again, click it again, and bada bing, bada bang, bada boom, you are not going to get pinged for roster reviews anymore. So I don't know why the Discord link is not showing up, but my bot's being a little sassy today, so let me grab the Discord link. Yes, or you can pay $5 and skip the queue. Yes, to answer your question about free reviews, everything we've done today except for one has been a free roster review. The only one that was paid for was Bobo's roster review. Every other roster review we've done tonight has been a paid or a free roster review. But the best way to get a free roster review is in the Discord. We rarely get to the people in chat because we always have too many people in Discord. So you're doing 7 more, I heard? That is not what I said, Great One. I said I have work in 7 hours and 50 minutes, and I would like to be up for that, especially because my current project is finally on track and I can work on it tomorrow morning, and I'm very excited to get it done. Okay. 7 hours and 50 minutes for rosters. Yeah, I don't need sleep tonight. Who needs sleep? That doesn't make sense. Thank you, everyone, for coming out today. I appreciate you guys being here. Each and every one of you is beautiful. Oh, yeah, I told Ron that I would look at his mods really quick. Let me just look at your mods real quick, Ron. You, let's see if your mods are doo-doo garbage or not. I want to have faith that they are good. Sleep is overrated. I already don't get enough sleep as it is, my friend. Speed. Okay, so your Kylo Ren is looking good on speed. Your Jabba looking solid. Jedi Knight Revan looking great. little bit of a mod fall off overall, but you're at 7 million GP, so it's not a bad mod fall off by any means. Looking good on your mods overall, my friend. Anyone that I would suggest? No, you're looking pretty dang good. Your characters that you don't have high modded are characters that don't necessarily need speed. Yeah, looking good, my friend. Good job on your mods. R7 dash right now or no? I mean, hey, it's one more thing to out-relic delta your opponents, right, Swag? And dash has a juicy AoE. But thank you guys for watching. Big shout out to Bobo for contributing to the Beaver Dam. I appreciate you, my friend, and thank you each and every one of you for being here, and thank you for giving a damn. We're going to see if there's anyone still awake streaming that we can raid. Raid Shadow Legends. Looks like first we'll go. Zareth is live. Sure, we'll send you guys over to Zareth. I think we can raid Zareth on both sides, from Twitch and YouTube. Yes, we can. Okay. Thank you guys for being here, and I will see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna go sleep. Bye-bye.